Cause I'm rolling down a backwoods, a Tennessee byway. I got one arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other. A sweet, soft southern thrill. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Coming to you from the beautiful, slightly sprinkly rain Angeles City. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Hope y'all doing well out there. Welcome to this morning's show. Where am I going? I'm going to hold on. Got distracted there for a minute. Slight distraction from the flight deck. We're gonna go to Pampang Public Market, but I think we change it up, going over to the Oppo Market area. You know, the good thing on the weekends, it's very easy to be lazy and just sort of lay around on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning. But it just sets the tone for a lazy day. So what you got to do is just roust everybody. Don't matter if there's no school. Lottie-dottie everybody. Get up, get moving. So I was gonna walk, do some exercise, take the jeepney. But it started raining right when we left the crib. Nobody brought an umbrella. And it was like divine intervention. Al Capone showed up. Just appeared out of nowhere. Make this up. Said, heck yeah, man, let's roll. Okay, swap over, give you the look out of the front of the aircraft. Instead of going to Pampang, we'll check out the Oppo Market area in the morning time, which we typically don't come over here in the morning. Currently on Lakandula Street. I never know the names of these roads over here. I just know where to go. Never even think about what the street names are. People say, oh, you know so-and-so over there on so-and-so street. I have no idea what they're talking about. Same in Patia. I know these streets like the back of my hand. I got a sense of direction like a cat. But if you ask me the street names, I got no idea. Whoa, and the OP3 is doing the blinkety blink on the screen. Once they come out with the next version of this camera, I gotta scoop it up because mine is on its last leg. I'll give you a look at this beautiful building here. Old architecture there, just quite beautiful, right? How can you not love that? And then the church is that way. Another view of Angeles City. Like any city, you got shit areas and you got beautiful areas. Gotta love it. Go to the Pampang? Okay, Al, she's changing the destination, man. She wants to go to Pampang. Big Pumpkin interjected. We've got a course deviation. There's a sign straight in front of us that says, talk to me, God. Or talk to me from God. Folks, there's been a lot of divine intervention go down in my life this year. A lot of divine intervention. For some reason, the good Lord told me to take my crew out of northern Cebu. We avoided earthquakes, typhoon, storm surge. The school that my son would have went to had a fire. Classrooms got burned down. Need I go on and on. My heart goes out to a lot of y'all out there. Our buddy in the chat yesterday talking about they got no electricity. Don't know when it's going to be back on. Said that last typhoon was snapping power poles like they were toothpicks. Metal power poles got snapped. No idea when they're going to get electricity back. It's hot as hell. Got mosquitoes and bugs. Welcome to the tropics. Once these natural disasters come through, go back to the basics. Here in Angeles City, we were unscathed during Typhoon Ulan during that marathon live stream. Thank y'all for joining us. If you watched that, we thought we were gonna get hit. Took basically 0 damage. Like the good Lord steered that monster storm right around our crib. Doesn't necessarily jive with the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. You'd think the Lord would send a typhoon to wipe Walking Street off the face of the earth, but he spared it. Which he always does in this area. The good Lord works in mysterious ways. All right, enough preaching. Just about an average Saturday morning, I'd say. It's average. Nothing out of the ordinary. The weather here is nice and cool, nice and crisp. You see, Al Capone's got on a sweatshirt over his arms because, you know, if you're out riding a motorbike at this hour, any time of night, it's cool right now. It's cool. You need a light jacket on and some long sleeves. Okay. Beautiful lady crossing the street. Coming into the Pampang public market area. So I thought I was going to give you some different footage, but you know what? We're creatures of habit. The morning, Saturday morning routine. Go stock up on vegetables. I was going to just go buy some tilapia. Lady's got a cat over there. Oh, that's that same cat. She walks around with that cat on a leash. I see her every morning, every Saturday morning when I'm over here. Shout out to that young lady and her cat. All right. Rolling through slow. Lady got a load of eggs on the back of that trike. Lance Armstrong comes in, waves over. Hey, I'm headed to the left. Think about riding that bicycle. When you get tired, it's just human nature. You want other people to get out of your way. All right. And here we go. Up the hill into the Pampang public market. It's like welcome to Atlanta where the players play. As you can see, Saturday mornings, look at that kielbasa right there. I don't like that because it takes so much energy and effort because the skin, that pumpkin squash is so thick. It's a pain in the ass to cut. But she's never tried to cut it with the new knives that Steven gave us. And probably I shouldn't allow her to do that. She'd probably cut her hand off. But I could do it. I could take the sharp knives and I could carve up that pumpkin squash like it's nothing. Okay, come in here in the trike parking area. See if we can find a spot. We may just jump off here. Yep, Big Pumpkin says let's go. The Al Capone says wait until the aircraft has come to a complete and safe full stop. All right, buddy. Let's go deploy, Big Pumpkin. Sweetie, how are you this morning? You good? All right, Big Pumpkin will lead the way with her famous Fjallraven backpack that I'm trying to sell ad space on the back of. You want to put your ad on the back of that backpack? 500. I started to say pesos. Nah, that's $500. Whoa, go to the left, Maria Mercedes. Go to the left, to the left. Yeah, 500 pesos. If you want to put your ad on the back of Big Pumpkin's backpack, Big Pumpkin takes a look. He takes a hard look. Forrest G, no sir. Buying the beans. You know what? Dads make much better parents than moms do. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is, folks. But people spend billions of dollars on Mother's Day, and they spend about $8 on Father's Day. How's that work out? All right, here we are, back at our vegetable dealer. And as usual, all the stock looks beautiful. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We're well known over here now. I'll hold Forrest G.
Maria, come on.
All right, Forrest G, mine, your job is to come over here and watch the ladies by the road.
Heavy this onion.
Watch traffic go by, man.
Go. Oh, heavy that onion.
You want to go to the Karen Dairy?
That.
Hey, man, hop up, buddy. Got music going down. Probably going to take all my money. May have to put some music over this, some background music. Because the market just causes this boy to be so excited because he just loves organizing things. So when he sees all these baby potatoes and lemons, the garlic, he just loves organizing stuff. He's an organizer. The big pumpkin, can you tell everybody why you're in such a good mood today? She's in such a good mood today, folks. She's always just Miss Congeniality. That's a joke, by the way. Fatima would, hey, watch out for baby potato, man. Fatima would never win a Miss Congeniality contest, never. Can you do that again? Baby, can I see that grumpy face one more time? Give me a grumpy face. I'm a filmmaker. The more grumpier you get, the more people live to watch. Oh, Forrest G escapes the grip of USD. Hey, sweet boy. So Forrest G has managed to get himself into enough trouble. The old single dad had to find a chair over here. Put you in timeout, Buttero. He just gets so excited.
Hey, where they go?
What's she doing, sweet boy?
Are na lang, oh. Let's go.
Easy, man. Easy, Buttero. Oh, easy, dude. He's a wild man today, folks. Sometimes that's just the way it is. Old single dad got to wrestle him.
Come on, Maria. Oh, go pili yung mga gwapa-gwapa, Maria. Ayun, nandagko. Just a small like this, oh. Gwapa.
One of the small guapo ones, Maria.
Like this, oh. Just look like a normal. Pagdali, uy.
Sister got you under control, man. Yeah, she said the cart's dirty. He wants to play up there. And she said, nope, don't go up there, dude. It's too dirty. There you go, right there. 557 pesos. 557 for that bag right there. $10 bill. $10 bill right there. We usually go with a $20 bill, but today we just needed a $10 bill. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you very much. All right, Forrest G, you gonna carry that, man? He's gonna try to, but it's heavy. Sweet boy, let Papa get that, man. Thank you. You're so sweet, buddy.
We go buy eggs.
Yeah, you wanna get some eggs?
Barato here. Go.
Some 26-inch pythons on there. There you go, right there. $10 bill. Okay, so follow Big Pumpkin. She want to get some eggs.
Put it down in there.
Huh?
Buy it.
Okay.
Magkano
I'll show you
yung
the egg prices here.
na itlog? Pangepon. 1-3? 1-3?
I don't know what you're saying. You just said 1-3. What does that mean?
Yeah, like this, but whole of that.
You say 1-3 or 1 tray?
1 tray.
Yeah, 1 tray. I understand
Magkano?
1 tray.
Medium.
So she's going with
Ano lang,
1
small
tray
lang?
medium.
Small, magkano?
How much is a small?
240 to 30.
240 to 230.
Ito lang 230. Oo.
130 pesos per tray.
Yeah.
And these are the medium or small?
Small.
These are the small?
Yeah.
Okay, to be honest, I can't tell the difference in the size.
Ito, ano
really.
to? Large?
Oh, these are large.
This one na lang or this one?
It's up to you. Those,
Ito na lang.
yeah, those look better.
Yeah.
Those look better right there.
Yeah.
So the large do look better. I say go with the large. A little bit more money, but yeah, there is a difference. We'll go with the large. This young gentleman will put a top crate on them and then tie them up with some tie so they're easy to carry. Okay, so
Thank
260 pesos drop right here. Thank you very much, my friend.
What else?
260 pesos drop on 1 tray of large eggs. Now, how many eggs are in the tray?
24.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ilan to lahat? 30? 30 like 30. I mean 30.
Okay, is there 30? Whoa,
yeah,
whoa!
yeah, 30.
My bag's broken. Whoa, 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 dude, the bag's broken.
Nasa Marcos?
Let's put it in the backpack, baby. Open the backpack.
Here.
Man, I got a little emergency here.
Here.
Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.
Oy,
Thank you
come
very
on.
much. This young Kuya come over here, fix the bag for us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, hold
Thank
this.
you very much.
Hoy, ha. Let's go, let's go.
Okay, now got it back under control here. Let's go put the eggs in the tray. Shout out that young gentleman who just helped us out. I'm not sure why I'm carrying this. Oh, she's carrying the eggs. A little water dripping from the rain. As long as that drop of water don't hit my camera. Good thing about rocking an action cam, you don't worry about those things. A couple drops of water in the right spot in this OP3 probably wouldn't do too well. That's the advantage of getting an action cam. I've filmed a lot of videos on action cams. Big Pumpkin films on her little action cam. But as a filmmaker, I don't like the way it looks. What's that? You want some ampalaya? Huh? Okay, go put this in the trike and then we'll come back. Because 4G is in rare form. We don't want to break the eggs.
Wait.
All right, sometimes you got to duck behind here for security. Got to keep your kids under control at the market, folks. Keep them close, keep them under control.
Teka lang kuya, may ano, oo.
How much you got?
70.
All right, she got 70 pesos to spend.
Ali, we just...
70 pesos, folks, 70 pesos.
We just buy ano. Cake. We just buy a cake. Let's go.
I think they want pancakes or Japanese cakes.
Japanese cake
I
na
like
lang.
those little Japanese cakes. But Big Pumpkin, I thought you wanted the ampalaya.
This is not enough, eh?
70's not enough?
Yeah.
Hey, budget's the budget.
let's go.
There's more chickens. And we're not going with any more baby chickens. Although the snail population has just exploded since those chickens left the crib. We really need a couple chickens to keep the worm, the critter, and the snail population under control. But man, those chickens really cleaned out the yard. And now since they've been gone, oh my gosh, it's a jungle.
The egg is there, barato.
What's that?
The egg is there, barato.
She said the eggs over there were barato.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a microphone on her. A lot of times I repeat what people say because I think, you know, it's not within range of the microphone, or maybe you, the viewer, don't understand exactly what she said. But I forgot I strapped the microphone on her today. So if I keep repeating what she's saying, it's just because I'm used to doing that. You know, part of it's the translation. All right, here's our buddy with the Japanese cakes. Hey buddy, how are you?
Chocolate.
Okay, here you go. Japanese cakes. They're 5 pesos each.
70.
Chocolate, cheese, and yama.
80 na 80.
And I'll show you how he makes these things.
You want miha yama? You want?
Want what?
You want chocolate or yama?
Don't worry about old single dad. You just get what you and the babies want.
Lahat na lang. 80.
Easy for us, Jane. Here's these little cakes here. See if we can down bubble. And they're just delicious, like little yellow cakes. That's the way I describe them always. Tastes like yellow cake from America.
Thank you.
Just a delicious. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
So if you come here to the market, make sure you get some.
Let's go.
They're not like pancakes. They're like yellow cake.
Let's go.
All right, let's go, sweet babies. Maria's holding on to that list because I always try to put on there, obviously, how much are vegetables in the Philippines? What's the cost of living in the Philippines? Baby, how much did you spend right there?
Huh?
How much did you spend?
80.
80?
Yeah.
So she spent,
5 pesos each.
huh?
5 pesos each.
Look, there's chocolate.
Let's see, there's chocolate in there? Okay, so she spent 80 pesos, right? And I'm sitting down and editing. I'll try to add up how much we spent. How much did we spend at the Pampang public market today? So baby, 80 pesos on the cakes.
Yeah, 5 pesos each.
They're 5 pesos each. You spent 260 on 30 eggs, right?
Yep.
260 on the eggs?
260 egg.
Okay,
One
and the Maria
tray.
Mercedes, let me verify this list. And then we spent 557 on the vegetables. So there you go. I can add all of that up.
I want to look for baby.
We're not getting any baby chicks today. Well, the reason,
Look,
sweetie,
their egg is it's barato in here, 220.
220, so you paid a
Yeah.
little bit too much. But those are some good looking eggs. Those were some good looking eggs for 260. But not the most barato. If you want the most barato, yeah, you shop around. Hello, good morning, good morning. It's a coffee shop. Okay, there's where she wants to get her baby chickens right there, the colored chickens. Sweetie, we're not gonna get any chickens today, okay? I know. Really what I want to do is get a baby duck, Maria. Because I think the baby duck will eat those snails a lot better than the chickens. I don't know that for a fact. Man, I didn't get that on video, but this little baby girl probably. Hey buddy, how are you? Whoa, less than 2 years old. This is how you gotta guide your children right here. Little baby like less than 2 years old just took off running through there. Fatima sort of directed her to safety.
Wala na. Go. Go
Should be
there.
an Olympic sport right there, pushing those carts around.
Bye-bye, Forrest.
Ah, Forrest, you made it in there. We'll see you later, dude.
Hey, Bob!
Forrest, she said he's rolling. Can't get because the scooter's in the way. But not a big deal. When you park here, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy, good morning.
Morning.
Tama, Maria. Come on, come on.
When you park here, don't worry. You got parking attendants that will assist in moving everything out of the way.
Ano lang. Be. Ano lang na, Maria.
Okay. And alcohol will give the gentleman a tip. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now we'll come on here. This is my seat back here. Oh. All right, buddy. In one direction now. All right, well, that makes sense. A little tight quarters. If you're riding on the trike, folks, you know, mind your hands, your feet, your legs, because there's tight quarters. If you don't pay attention, you might get one taken off. You might lose a toe. So just always pay attention. Big boy rules when you leave places like America where pedestrians have the right of way. When you leave the West, it's all about who's the bigger and more aggressive. They're gonna take the right of way. Ain't no such thing as a fucking right of way. That's made up shit from the West. Oh, I had the right of way. I was in the crosswalk. Yeah, you still did. So we pretty much didn't get rained on. Tight quarters, tight quarters. Oops, sorry. I just need that lady in the booty, but what can I do? We're coming through. She leaned over. We're not the ones who said, hey, traffic has to go this way. It's just the way it is. See the clearance there? If I don't bring my knee in, I would have hit the corner of that car. Okay. Gentleman walking by, brushed up against me. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. So this gentleman says, hey man, we can't make it this way. So we need some improvements here in traffic flow here at the Pampang Public Market. It needs to be a little bit more space for the trikes to get through, which will require removing some of the vendors. Whoa, going up the hill. Okay. All right. Just had to ride the clutch a little bit, make it up that hill. And we made it. It's not exactly law and order. If you're sober, it'll just drive you mad. The inefficiency. When you're drinking, you're just laughing about it. So I'm seriously considering going back to drinking. Because what's worse? Dying of a goddamn heart attack because of high blood pressure on a daily basis, or dying in 30 years of liver failure? Which one I want to do? Pick your poison. You got a lot more stalls and stores and shops behind the market over here, which is convenient. You know, if you're in a vehicle, you can just pull up right there. But they'd have medium for $2.20. So if you're in a vehicle, you just pull up on the side of the street right here. Hey man, give me some of them eggs. Ooh, big old banana truck right there. So another big banana operation behind here. More eggs right there, ooling. So you see how this vehicle's pulled over. If you don't want to get out, park, have to go in the market, fight the crowds, these back here. There's some coconut right there, more Japanese cakes. Hello. What was that pandy saw? I'm looking at a screen, so sometimes I don't see things too clearly until I sit down to do the editing. Hey, just like that. I love these areas like this here with the trees overlooking the road. It's so cool. Oh man, did they tear down this? Did they tear down that store? Yeah, that's my barbecue buffet place. It is no more. They tore the place down. There's nothing but a slab over there and some rubble. That's the end of that. That was a great video. All right. When I took the ladies, well, I went over there several times. Took the ladies over there to that barbecue buffet. They loved it. When we came back up here, we went over there twice to try to eat. They were either closed or whatever, and now the building is gone. Price of progress. So I feel bad. How many people are going to watch that video? Oh, I'll take you over there. And they go over there, and where the hell is it? Nothing but a concrete slab and some rubble. All right. Somebody giving away a couch over there. Seen its better days. Man, that thing was grimy. Looked like it'd been sitting out in the jungle for a few months. Again, we're just snaking like parallel to the road that we came in on. It's sort of like the road behind the market. We came in on the road in front of the market. So if you like people watching and checking prices and haggling, you know, hit the Pampang public market on a Saturday morning. It's a good time. Nice and cool. A lot of my videos, you see us, we hit these places when it's the heat of the day or the afternoon, it's balls hot. And obviously I don't want to stay very long, but it's much better. I can't tell which, oh, she's facing that direction. Much better if you go early in the morning. And where do we pop out at? Right here at the San Nicolas Public Market, the Pure Gold, the Oppo Market area. Roundabout to the Jollibee. Young gentleman got that skateboard helmet on. Without the chin strap, that's not going to help you, my friend, if you get into a crash. I promise you. Even if you have that chin strap fastened, that's not going to help you. Okay, if you can see through the river there, the river of trash, I don't know if you can see, trash and murky water. I think I'm going to nickname that, I'll brand that the Lepto River. Over the Lepto River, left turn, bearing 270 onto Santo Rosario Street. the electronics area. Over here to the cell phone shops on the left, where my stolen cell phone made it. And then on the right is Gender at Grant Mall. There's the cell phone shops, cell phone repair. Beautiful ladies in front of the Goldilocks. And then we'll come over here. Al Capone waves him across, hits the brakes like a gentleman. Little Johnny Supermarket to the left, and then we'll come up here with the beautiful big church in Acalays City. We'll be over to the starboard side of the aircraft. I'll see if I can move the camera over to this direction so you can take a look at our church there. Beautiful church. It's I don't know what year. I don't know what year that church was built, but it's a lot more stable and sound construction than the church that came tumbling down in Fatima's village. That thing was old. And again, I don't know how old this church is, but it's obviously in a lot better condition to withstand any type of earthquake activity here in Acalays City. Ribs, steaks, and wings. Beautiful building. I guess that's the upstairs portion up there. Old building with the old architecture. So folks, I want to say thank you very much for joining us on this Saturday morning's outing to the Pampang Public Market. Down bubble a little bit. I'll wait for the comments. Why do you keep going to the same areas and showing us the same stuff over and over? This ain't no assembly line. This ain't Burger King. You don't get to have it your way. If you ain't figured it out, this show has been and always will be and is about my life living on what I call the old Overstay Road. So if I go to Pampang Public Market every Saturday, you'll see 52 versions of this show per year. For those of you who need some help with the math. Most of my viewers, y'all are pretty smart, but I got a few that need some help when it comes to deductive reasoning. So what changed today? Well, my barbecue place got taken down. It's no longer there. So there you go, one major change. So I hear the same shit in patio when I take y'all on motorbike tours. You drive the same damn streets over and over. Show us something new. Yeah, but our last stop of the morning, we'll hit Fresh Options. Pick up some chicken, maybe some pork steaks. Yeah, I could get the meat over at the market, but I don't do that no more. I like Fresh Options. I trust Fresh Options. They've got refrigeration. There's no flies on your meat. Much better food handling safety at Fresh Options. So I don't buy meat anymore at the market. I used to, no big deal. Now I don't. I buy our meat at Fresh Options. There you go. I got deprived of living near Fresh Options for 2 years. Man, if you're gonna move to the Philippines, make sure you live somewhere close to a Fresh Options. Do yourself a favor. Trust me. And they got a lot more things in there. And this one you can get eggs. They got vegetables in there. Not all of them are like that, but this one is a champion. Here's your prices. Pork steak is $434.75 per kilo. Country style is $519.75 per kilo. Move over here. Pork menudo, $4.29. Pork chops. Is that pork chops? Oh, pork cassin is $4.24. Pork piqué with the skin on is $4.14. $209.75 on the chicken wings. That's okay, buddy. $604. $259.75 on the chicken breast. $339.75 on the chicken breast fillet. $144 on the chicken neck. The whole chicken is $189.75. The drumsticks are $249.75. So you got the frozen section. They got fresh vegetables in here and some sauces. $6.32 because she got a thing of soy sauce. Why'd you have to get the soy sauce, baby? Oh my gosh.
I want soy sauce.
They like looking at the catfish here. They got catfish too. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
Mom's smiling because she snaked that tuyo. Look, since I came up here, I banned everything. Everything that I got bolused with, I got saturated with down in her hometown, I banned it. All right, can you tell me, look on this list and tell me how many kilos that was. I think it was 604 on the chicken. How many kilos?
2.88.
2.88 kilos for what, 604?
It's, yeah.
But the total bill was what, 632?
632.
632. And now it's time to go home and do some cooking, Big Pumpkin. You ready?
Go!
You ready?
Yeah.
Why are you so pretty, baby?
My bud asa ka.
Oh, you're angry because I didn't get the bud. Oh, okay. You'll get over it. You'll get over it. The cost of living in the Philippines. How much does it cost to live in the Philippines? Man, that's so subjective. Everybody will argue this and debate this till the end of time. Especially the folks who just moved here. They just moved here, lived in the Philippines 2 months. They'll tell you exactly how much it costs to live in the Philippines. So just bear in mind. Now look, don't take all your information from one source. Don't take everything that I say or my opinions as being the gospel. Do a sampling of everybody that has information about a particular topic, right? They call that research. To steal from one is plagiarism, to steal from many is research. When you get people who just show up here and they start talking about cost of living, it's interesting because they just showed up here. Listen to what they have to say. What they don't have experience with is how much does it cost to live in the Philippines over time. Over 6 months, over 1 year, over 2 years, over a decade. The pitfalls, the unexpected expenditures, the changes, inflation. Anyhow, take a sampling from everybody, right? But it just cracks me up when you see these thumbnails, people show up, they've been here all of 3 weeks and they're experts on the cost of living. That's what people want to watch. Maybe I should say cost of living a few more times to get those keywords in here. How much does it cost to live in the Philippines? I stick to the 1, 2, 3 rule. If you don't know what that is, man, I'm tired of repeating it. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Look at that beautiful trash can. That thing should last like another 30, I say another 2, 3 years. Baby, that's beautiful. Look at that thing. It's a champion. Hey folks, so right quick, how much did we spend this morning? Okay, vegetables, we spent 557 pesos, that's about $9.44. We bought 30 eggs for 260 pesos, that's about $4.41. Let's see, spent 80 pesos on those little Japanese cakes, delicious, tastes just like yellow cake, like Betty Crocker. $1.36. Then we spent 632 pesos at Fresh Options, which is $10.71, on about 3 kilos of chicken wings, and she got some soy sauce. What's the grand total? 1,529 pesos. which is $25.91. Okay, nice round number. We spent 26 bucks. How long will that last? It's all subjective. I'm gonna barbecue some chicken wings this afternoon, this evening. The vegetables, usually we do one vegetable run per week. We like to go Saturday mornings to see our folks, but we don't always do that. Just all depends. Cost of living is so subjective. So it's hard to give a firm number. But that's what we got going on. A $20 bill will fill up our vegetable drawer in the bottom of the refrigerator. We already had some vegetables left over, so we didn't need to spend 20 bucks today. So how do you budget it? Listen to everybody, but when you do your research, it's going to depend on how you want to live, Big Pimpin'. How cheap can you live? How can you live? What's your budget that forces you to live a certain way? There's this old saying that we're all broke, just on different levels. Now think about that. And when I first started thinking about that, or talking about that, it was years ago. I wasn't even 5-0 then. It's back when I was a paramedic, but I had a buddy who was 5-0 and he used to serve papers for the sheriff's office. He was in civil process, whatever. Went around serving subpoenas and serving collection notices, whatever you want to call it, right? Trying to talk layman's terms. And we were talking about this rich neighborhood. I'm talking $1 million homes. And he said, I serve more bill collection type notices in that $1 million home neighborhood than I do over in the trailer park. And so, we're all broke, just on different levels. A homeless person is technically richer than most Americans because he don't owe any money. And most Americans are so far in debt. Oh my goodness, right? We're all fucking in debt. So cost of living in the Philippines. I talk about this 1, 2, 3 rule. What is the 1, 2, 3 rule? It still hasn't changed. Should I go over it or should I save it for another video? I'll compress it. If you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't chase the ladies, you can live on $1,000 per month here. But you have to be frugal. You have to live like a local. And many of you are not prepared to live that frugally. You can do it, but it's tight, especially over time. Wow, but you said you were living in over time. That's what everybody doesn't factor in, is over time. If you are present in a certain place and you leave that place, what was your total expenditure, and divide it by the number of months that you were there. That's the truer cost of living than just adding up your rent and your electric bill. Does that make sense? 1K. That's more like existing instead of surviving. You're not going to be out on Walking Street at night. You're not going to go out to Texas Roadhouse and do shit like that, because your margin of what you have to spend is so slim. So 1K, live like a local. That's the one of the 1, 2, 3 rule. Okay, you drink and you smoke. In other words, you're buying beer every day, eating a little bit better, smoking some cigars, chilling. You need $2,000 per month. That's a more comfortable living. a more sustainable, comfortable living. Compared to the US, you're still living like a king, but you're not hitting Walking Street every night, bar finding these bar girls and doing all that stuff. If you are, you're still watching what you spend. So I'm just trying to compress things. Let's go back over to 1, 2, 3. Number 1, don't drink, don't smoke, don't chase the ladies, 1K. Drink, smoke, eat out occasionally, 2K. If you're gonna drink, smoke, and frequent areas like Walking Street or Burgos Street or chase the ladies, I just say chase the ladies, you need 3K a month. That's just how it comes out over time. There you go. Govern yourself accordingly. But it just goes back to, if you have $1,000 to spend in 1 month, you're going to spend most of it. It's human nature. If you have 2K to spend in 1 month, you're going to spend most of it. Most people just aren't prepared to not live like that. So every now and then I got to keep things real. I don't want to be one of those that puts out this facade that misleads people. My $28 beach condo video is the perfect example. And I talk about it. I showed you exactly, I gave you a tour of that $28 beach condo. It was 1,500 pesos per month rent. I gave you the full tour. I showed you everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. I did some supporting videos that said many of you cannot live this cheap. You just can't do it. So I didn't sugarcoat that. I showed it to you. I told you what my hard bills were, about $7 a month electric, $28 on the rent, and what, $3 on the water. That was ground truth. But at the time, I felt I needed to do a follow-up video to say that most of you cannot live this way. You're just not prepared to do it. You know, got a big ass lizard living right above the CR with his tail hanging out. You know, you're sitting there taking a dump, looking up at this big ass lizard. There's no hot water. There's no air conditioning. We humans will adapt to pretty much any environment, and we have. But most of you aren't prepared or dedicated or want to live in my $28 beach condo. You just don't want to. Like a dude said, man, I spent 10 years in San Quentin, and my prison cell was better than your fucking condo. Just for example. But if all I had was $400 a month, $300 a month, I can survive there. Rice is roughly $1 a kilo, say 50 cents a pound. And a lot of people on planet Earth, they survive on rice, predominantly rice. Hell, the past 2 years, Fatima went back to, eating the 80-90% rice diet. She was wonderful with it. Gained a bunch of weight because it's not healthy just eating rice, but you can survive. So the cost of living in the Philippines is really up to you to decide how cheap you want to live. We're doing suburban lifestyle training right now, living in this big ass 2-story beautiful home in a gated community. But this is by design. They learned how to live in the village. They learned how to live in the province. They learned how to navigate the conditions of village life and shitty ass CRs that are not much more than a hole in the ground with no running water, no toilet paper, no soap, no ass sprayer. They figured that out. Why? Because we will all adapt. Do we want to live that primitive? Well, let's talk about that. Yes and no. But right now, they're in suburban lifestyle training to know how to live in a suburban environment. Don't put your feet on the wall. Don't do this. Don't do that. Because it's a different way of living. It's a different standard of living, right? It's a nice place. In a bamboo shack, you can lay it on your back and put your feet on the wall. Nobody cares. So with the suburban lifestyle training going on right now, it's obviously costing us a whole hell of a lot more to live here than it costs us down in her hometown. Everything is more expensive for us right now. Rent, the school tuition, everything. So, do we want to live the Swiss Family Robinson lifestyle? I said yes and no. Do I want to live out in the jungle or out in the mountains or whatever off the grid? Yes and no. That does appeal to me. But living in her village, which is basically with all the livestock, it's like an open air barn, that does not appeal to me. Okay? Y'all saw the videos. You got goats walking everywhere. You got pigs in the back. You got carabao cows walking through. Shit everywhere. I'm not interested in that. Okay? My idea of living off grid is being like in the backwoods of Mississippi where I can go out in my yard, take a piss, and not see anybody for a fucking mile, 2 miles, 3 miles. Ain't nobody else around. That's more of my idea if we go off grid. We're gonna go away from people. Now it's very difficult here because it's such a densely populated place. But we could find something more isolated where there's not a ton of people on top of us and goat shitting everywhere. That don't appeal to me. But the primitive Swiss Family Robinson lifestyle, more secluded away from people and away from goats, at least goats that aren't mine. Yes and no. Who knows what the next year is going to bring for us? I know y'all going to hit me. Oh, them kids need a stable home. You need to settle down. That's a conventional way of thinking. But how many good years do I have left? Maybe 20 before I really start slowing down? I plan to live to be 107, but I got about 20 before this old bag of bones is going to start slowing down. Okay, ran into my buddy yesterday, haven't seen you in years. Shout out to you, man. He said he's 68, guy's looking great, in great shape. I hope to look like him when I'm 68. But I think we'll all agree that there's a big difference between 70 and 80. Okay? Living here in Southeast Asia, you see a lot of dudes 70 years old that you don't know they're 70. They're in great fucking shape. They're going out. They're hitting the clubs every night. And when they tell you how old they are, you're like shocked. But the difference for me between 70 and 80 is huge. I don't know if you'll agree or disagree with that. 50 to 40 to 60, I mean, it's hard to tell a guy's age. But 80 is a big jump from 70. It's exponential. It's not just saying, oh, I'm 10 years older. It's an exponential jump. I got 20 good ones left. So what if the next year we move up to Baguio and live in the mountains for a year or 2 years? Live in the mountains. What the hell's wrong with that? Okay? Lived in her hometown for 2 years near the beach. Wonderful. Lived in suburbia for a year. Wonderful. Go up to the mountains for a year or two. What's wrong with that? And that's just the activity we can do here in the Philippines, which I don't plan on dying here in this country. I didn't plan on spending as much time here as I have. But I'm here. What's wrong with traveling around making the best of it? And then once we make the jump and leave this country, we will have seen and lived in a lot of different spots. Now it's time to go out to other areas of the globe, of the world. The world is a big place, but it's also a small place. It's however you want to look at it. You know, I grew up where most people didn't leave the county, or like a tri-county area. You know, if you had to go to Memphis once a year, people were like taking rifles and shotguns, and we were loaded for bear if we rolled to Memphis back in the day. It was scary. You never even fathom going to another state. Wow, that's some National Geographic shit. You know, if you get to go to Florida. A lot of people still think that way, right? Most people don't have passports in the United States. But you contrast that to a dude like me, you know, going around the world, it's nothing. What's a 14-hour flight? That's nothing. It's just mundane now. It's like the daily commute to work. Ain't no big deal. If I had the opportunity right now to pick up and move to Dubai, we'd be on a plane in 48 hours. Let's go. Big deal. Fucking Dubai. It's a quick flight. Direct flight. Not an issue. But to some, that's so huge, they can't wrap themselves around that idea, right? Why am I talking like this? Well, we started out talking with cost of living in the Philippines. Getting them keywords in there. A lot of y'all watch my show because you're doing research and you're thinking and you're teetering on whether or not you pull that trigger of moving out of the United States. Maybe you've never traveled other than 1 or 2 trips here, and it's scary. It's scary. It was scary when I made the jump. You're going through your mind, you're worried about your insurance, and I reflect back to this gentleman who was in the band at Lucifer. Shout out to you, man. Black American brother, one of the lead singers in the band. Back in the day, I caught him in between sets, and we were talking. I said, man, yeah, I'm thinking about moving here. Man, I ain't got no insurance. I don't have this. He's like, man, shut the hell up. I got insurance. It's $300 a year. Better than the shit I got in the States. You just making up excuses, man. You know, he just punked me out. He punked me out. He pushed me over that level to say, man, I'm coming up with roadblocks in my mind that it's just excuses. Just fucking scared of the unknown, scared to make that jump. And I'm damn glad he punked me out. And just like my boy the J-Dog said, man, what's the worst that happens? You move to Thailand, blow it out for 5 years, go broke, come back, get a job. What the hell's the difference? You see? Because life is short. So if you're thinking about retiring, you think your life is not going well in the United States, a difficult place to live, got no woman over there, you're sitting there petting your damn Labrador, wishing you had some type of relationship with a woman. Well, I just leave it. Wishing you had some type of relationship, but due to the social norms of America, nobody dates anymore. It's too difficult. Gonna make that jump to another country. Cost of living. Depends on how cheap you want to live. How prepared you are to sacrifice to live on whatever you have coming in. Because I'll be honest with you, right? If say I only had $500 coming in every month, would I rather go live in my $28 beach condo with no air conditioning under the mango tree and just walk to the beach every day, drink cheap liquor? Or would I rather go back to America and get into the grind? Mortgage, car payment, insurance, all that fucking bullshit that goes along with living in the States. Sitting in traffic. I'll take the $28 beach condo with the fucking big ass lizard tail hanging out of the ceiling. That's just me. But not everybody would take that decision. Not everybody would take that route. I hope you enjoyed the talk. Hope you enjoyed our morning. So subjective. Anyhow, folks, thanks for being a loyal viewer here. I'll see y'all on the next one. And peace out, my friends. I'm fixing to go fire up that barbecue grill. Put a kilo of wings on there. What's that? $4. I'm gonna put $4 worth of chicken wings on that charcoal grill out there. We're gonna eat like kings. Might even fire up a live stream. So stay tuned. Forrest G, good job, buddy. Toting that chicken. You got chicken juice all over your head, man. But that's smart. That's the way to carry the weight. Good job, man. Hold on. Papa's trying to get the right keys in here. Good job, Wateroo.
Libres. Dali. Thank you so.
Hey, you're gonna have to give the boy a shower because he got chicken juice on her. Now remember, don't drop the chicken, buddy.
Ta.
Do not drop the chicken. Set it down nicely. Okay, well, he was trying to get it up there. Good job, Wateroo. Good job, man. Good job, everybody. Good job.